So in 1998, the Japanese magazine company Chow held a Draw Pikachu's Friend competition for fans. And while it's unknown how many fan designs in total were sent in, ultimately this design, a Pokemon named Marin, won. Marin went on to be featured on the cover of Chapter 18 of the Magical Pokemon Journey manga, and to date, it has been the only ever fan-made design featured in any official Pokemon media. But Gamefreak, the company behind the Pokemon franchise, has almost nothing to do with Pokemon manga releases. Nothing that happens in them is canon in the main line of Pokemon games, and therefore, Marin doesn't actually exist. Over the last 2 decades, there have been a handful of artists who have actually designed Pokemon for Game Freak. Ken Sugimori is well known as the art director for the first 6 generations of Pokemon games, and as such, he's designed quite a few Pokemon. Other artists include Yusuke Moore, who designed Empoleon, Samurott, Electros, Kyurem, Greninja, Yveltal, and Xerneas. Takao Uno, who designed Infernape, Garchomp, Purloin, those 3 monkey dudes, Rufflet, Braviary, the Swords of Justice, and Mega Garchomp. And in 2010, James Turner became the first Westerner to officially design Pokemon. He's the one who made that ice cream dude. But don't worry, a lot of his designs are actually really cool, and he also went on to serve as the art director for Pokemon Sword and Shield. But in now 8 generations of Pokemon games, Game Freak has never once added a fan-made design to its roster. But why? We've all seen those really cool Fakemon designs like these eeveelutions that have been floating around on the internet for almost a decade now. Side note, the artist of that image is largely unknown on the internet. Like literally everywhere I went, people were like, I don't know who this is. So I did a bit of internet sleuthing and I tracked him down to an artist named Ingo. He usually posts on this Japanese art forum called PixIV, but I didn't see those designs on the page, so I messaged him in shitty Japanese to see if it was the same person I was looking for, and they didn't respond in time for the video, but I'm like 80% sure this is the person, so. But yeah, getting back on topic, we've all seen really cool fan-made Pokemon designs, like this video on possible Mega Evolutions by Secret21 Bobby. That's actually what inspired this video, link in description. Some of these Fakemon look nearly official, and some better than the official media. Surely Game Freak has seen at least some of the designs. Why not give some fan the coveted honor of having one of their designs added to the National Dex as an official Pokemon? I thought about this question for a while. There's just something about the Game Freak formula that just doesn't allow for fan-made designs to make their way into the games. And after some time, the answer finally hit me. Thematically, Pokemon aren't designed, they're discovered. For the sake of simplicity, let's think about this from the perspective of Ash Ketchum. Every time a new generation of Pokemon games are released, Ash inevitably wakes his way over to the new land where he's blown away by all the new Pokemon he encounters. The in-world explanation for never having seen these Pokemon, despite the internet and video existing in this universe, is simply the fact that he's never been there. The Pokemon from these new regions are also designed with the theme of the region in mind. For example, Poltegeist, a Pokemon based off a teacup, was released alongside the British-inspired Galar region. And likewise, Scraggy, a Pokemon based on hooligans and gang members, is found in the New York City-based Unova region. In a Pokemon game, you're not just going to some nameless land with random magical creatures populating it, you're going to a whole fictional country complete with flora and fauna that are deeply intertwined with the culture of that region. For that reason, Game Freak is very strict about releasing Pokemon in context with the region that they're from. You can't just add any cool looking Pokemon to any Pokemon game because it might not make sense for them to appear in that region. And Arceus forbid a Pokemon design is seen by the world before being introduced in context of their generation. Of course, there are exceptions to this rule, but at the very least it gives a tangible context to why most Fakemon designs would never be picked up. So, okay, we know why Game Freak won't use designs posted on Reddit, but why won't they use fan-made designs submitted directly to them? Surely in the 20 plus years the franchise has been around, at least one person has sent in some design that just so happened to be on theme. Well, there are a couple issues with this as well. First off, you have a problem with secrecy. Like I said earlier, Game Freak likes to release Pokemon in context with their region. What's to say that an artist who submitted the original artwork won't leak the designs online? Sure, you can get the mystery artist to sign a non-disclosure agreement, but in the event that the designs are leaked, what is Game Freak gonna do? Sue their passionate fan who was so excited about their drawing being included in the game that they showed some friends? Yeah, that would be a PR nightmare. Secondly, there's the issue of permission, liability, and ownership. That's right, everyone's favorite topic on YouTube. Copyright law. Nintendo, who owns about 32% of the Pokemon company, has never been shy about their stance on copyright law. They're downright infamous on YouTube for handing out copy strikes Oprah style,
copyright violation,
and issuing takedowns on any content featuring their IPs. And as such, it would stand to reason that they'd want to make sure that all their properties are 100% owned by the company. It may sound like a simple thing, but once you're talking about literally billions in sales, things start to get messy. Game Freak opts to just avoid the legal headache entirely by just having all their designs made in-house. All this is reason for why we're probably not going to see any fan-made Pokemon designs in the National Dex anytime soon. But who knows, Generation 9 could be right around the corner, and maybe one of you could design the next new Pokemon. Thanks guys, thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. Please consider doing the whole like and subscribe thing, it really helps out my channel. And yeah, tune in for more bad opinions and stuff. Later, bye.